Hello guys, we hope you all are doing great. Let's get straight into our project. The waste problem is a vast disaster that's just not in our country. It's a global matter that every human being should take it into consideration. The amount of garbage that is recycled is 20%, whereas the rest is just left in the environment. Due to this reason, there are a lot of side effects. The more emissions that we produce due to how much trash we generate, affects us long term. One can develop diseases such as asthma, birth defects, cancer, cardiovascular disease, childhood cancer, COPD, infectious diseases, low birth weight, and preterm delivery. Global warming and many more natural disasters are occurred due to this waste issue. Let's watch this video about the waste problem and what are the solutions for it.
Plastic is wonderful because it's durable, and plastic is terrible because it is durable. Almost every piece of plastic ever made is still on the planet in some form or another. Plastic production globally this year is expected to be more than 300 million tonnes.
Half of which we'll use just once and then throw away. By 2050, when the population explodes to almost 10 billion people, it's expected that plastic production will triple. The problem with that is that today only a fraction of the plastic that we produce is recycled. The rest ends up in our environment, and it's coating our land and our oceans like a disease.
Garbage thrown away in the United States can make its way to Antarctica. Plastic in our coastal waters is pulled into the centre of massive wind-driven, churning circular gyres. There are many other ocean currents also diverting the trash all around the surface of the ocean. In reality, it's just one ocean with no boundaries. Lord Howe Island is a World Heritage Site and home to migratory seabirds like the shearwater.
Seabirds are incredibly helpful because they act like an army of scientists. They travel thousands of miles across the ocean. They pick up plastic off the surface of the ocean. They bring it back to their rookeries where they feed it to their chicks, and that provides an incredible amount of scientific data in terms of where the plastic comes from, its distribution, and how it breaks up on the ocean surface. Dr. Jennifer Lavers, she'd devoted her life to studying the plight of seabirds. Shearwaters are incredible birds. They migrate thousands of miles, stopping only here to breed.
Yeah, the stomach is very, very full, and if we look here, there's some very dark pieces, some very light white pieces, and if you see, as I push on this, it's absolutely rigid, completely full of plastic all the way up.
Oh, look at that.
Absolutely no doubt that this bird died as a result of that plastic. That is literally a gut full of plastic. It's quite alarming, isn't it?
Oh, that's awful.
Range of plastic types and colours. We've got everything from the blues and the reds
His
to the
stomach's just filled with it. Big pieces too.
big
like
sharp
heavy.
pieces.
Oh wow, look at the size of that big black piece.
That is an enormous piece of plastic.
Unbelievable. Look at the size of that. Jen, I counted 234 pieces of plastic out of that one bird. Is that a record?
Not even close, unfortunately. So for this species, the record is 276 pieces of plastic inside of one 90-day-old chick. And that plastic, when we weighed it out, accounted for 15% of that bird's body mass. So that's a pretty scary statistic. If we translate that into human terms, it gets even worse. That would be equivalent to you and I having somewhere around 6 or 8 kilos of plastic inside of your stomach. It's equivalent to about 12 pizzas worth of food inside of your stomach.
It's quite a bit of plastic for just one little bird. The parents were trying to do the right thing. There's a lot of squid beaks in here, and this purple colour is evidence of the squid ink. It's just a shame that every now and then they got it wrong, and got it wrong in a bad way. Really is quite an overwhelming thing. I do have some pretty rough days, have to go home and really wrap my mind around where do we go from here.
As a Pacific Islander, I know that the ocean is in deep trouble. The very authoritative prediction shows that by the year 2050, there'll be as much plastic as there is fish in the ocean by weight. Every country uses plastic. We need to start rationalizing that. We need to think about reuse of plastic, single-use plastic. It's got to be on its way out. And you know, plastic shopping bags are a good example of that. Your family does not need to use them. Take a cloth bag with you when you go shopping and put your shopping in there. There's an equivalent of a large garbage truck every minute of every day backing up to the ocean and just dumping plastic into it. We really have to look at ourselves and say, do we deserve this beautiful ocean that was given to us?
So as in the video, a lot of marine animals and birds are dying due to plastic which floats in every ocean. Garbage contaminates surface waters, which affects all ecosystems. It affects all ecosystems existing in the water, including fish and other animals that drink the polluted water. Hazardous household waste items such as batteries, computer equipment, and leftover paints can be particularly dangerous for surface waters. Considering this major reason which is in our country and our planet, we've made a solution which helps to recycle the garbage in an efficient and fully automatic way. We used Arduino boards since we are presenting a prototype. We commanded each and every Arduino board to do its own function. As you can see, we have used the Arduino board, stepper motor, easy driver for the stepper motor. This is used as a mini conveyor belt which helps to transport the trash. This is the way we are gonna create the conveyor belt. This is the metal detector. The sensor is wired up to the Arduino board so that when it detects a metal going on the conveyor belt, it will close the gate which is hooked up to a servo and let the metal fall into a separate track. This circuit is a metal counter. It counts the amount of metal which passes through and displays on the LCD display. Well, after the metal is directed to another track, the plastic which is not detected will be continuing on the conveyor belt and will eventually fall into the respective track. This is the plastic counter which counts how many plastics pass by. Finally, the separate trash will fall to this truck. There will be 2 separate bins on this truck which we will fix later on. This truck is controlled by Bluetooth. We are planning this truck to be upgraded to a Wi-Fi signal receiving truck so we can give it a certain route. This an extra feature which gives protection to the factory, and only the workers with the access card are let in. We have used a RFID for this circuit. So all the trash on the ocean and river bodies will be collected and put to this machine. We are gonna use an arm to put the trash on the conveyor belt. And in that way the waste will be segregated. So in this way we can transport all separate garbage to recycling centers. Trading in scrap metal is a great way to make some extra money, as well as helping to protect the environment by recycling your waste. We can build up a better economy by selling waste to other countries for their own purposes. In this way we will get a high income to our country and help our financial issues. And we could even add a high combustion chamber to burn the plastic down and use the gas for selling purposes and for our own use. All these will always be the best to our country. And this whole project can be powered by the water source, which flows down and gives the energy. In this way the whole project is eco-friendly and automatic. This video clip will help you guys to understand our build so far, and the progress of our project. We will be upgrading our project in few weeks and it will be more awesome and more features will be added. Thanks for paying your attention on our project. We hope that we are doing something great for our country. Bye, stay safe and stay cool.